in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours. Commission free. It's time to ride.
Family, have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste. Hi, my name is Sammy Flex and I have some good news for you. Do you know this year's Canton Fair is happening in China from 17th April to 2nd May 2026. Now I have some good news for you guys, especially business people and holiday makers. Let's go to China. I'm taking care of everything that you need, from your ticket, visa, hotel, travel insurance, and more. If you pay just 38,000 Ghana cedis, if you want to come in doubles, you have to pay just 35,000 Ghana cedis. GPF, based in China, is doing this with me, Sammy Flex. I'm going with my brother Zion Felix as well. You have to call us now because I want us to go together. There are many business opportunities. Visit the factories, go to some of the various tourist sites in China, and let's go do business and have some fun as well. It is happening this April. That is from 17th to 2nd May 2026. Call me or call these numbers and let's do this. I'll meet you in China soon.
Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours. Commission free. I thank you guys all.
A brand new day into a beautiful week. And it is still a brand new week. Sure I will be Baswana who producer a tretin or I don't know. Say what I am. She share never to show no so. But if this is what Sammy Flex has been going through, now yet the other side right near Papa about home or then Papa because the kind of threatening now to me receive you was no one that said to find chair now so they are memory. But we are here. We are here to do the work of God as usual. My name is Roland Amati, still sitting in for the big man Sammy Flex, who is far away in America. Donald Trump, Chroma Bontin, so and the old name Kwaw for the past week and more. In fact, in TNS, very, very soon he has some big surprises for you guys. So if you have not subscribed, this is the best time for you to do so. And like some people will say, share the link. Let others also be part of the big family, because whatever we have here and whatever we discuss here is one that is of big interest, not only to you, but the entire world, not even the industry alone. This is Showbiz Daily, Monday edition, into a brand new week, like I said. And when we sit like this, with himself, community, before we enter into serious matters, let me say big ups to my team of producers. That is Gerald, who is behind camera, Theophilus Dugosh, aka Kofi on it, as well as Desert, also holding me down. And Kofi on it said Wednesday and the birthday. Okay. Bibi Abe fine. Yankopon Beshow. In the studios with me, of course, my brothers are here. My big men are also here. From my immediate left, blogger Kobe Josvan, the nation's blogger, who is widely known as, in fact, share Okoni pages. Now I busy weekend. We Kobe,
big man.
Weekend the birthday, no. Oh, didn't say.
Obia Koboko said yeah, me use to platform Kese we announce it to the whole world. Say Jumadi Sronkon any health work. Okay. El Koswa or Kaswa. Na Nina was as a result of volunteers for Unia Wellness and money if FK if a hospital na collaborate and I must say vast day mostly a yodo but odobi wo ha when you see never can one boom na ya tenet ya pom kakra na ya pick session nti ye share ya wo kaswa overhead near na take kakra jumade bebre na course, but at the end of the day it was very fun, lovely. We socialized and we showed love to each other. Ye didi boom ye niema bebre nti big ups to Bia or make it up now to me make it yeah next edition so beba on the match and maybe mo beba abesere okwan na ya use platform Kese we so the about the kakra.
Nice one. I had the fear anytime I was ready be anonym say I had a fear with the gates down also gate in nano anytime be am I ready be ano mutimi bo rem na if you can say mu de ye be jemu. And after him is my boss. I call him Baba because he's my Baba. He's my Baba in the industry. Abbas Muiz. In fact, I remember some time ago the first encounter me who in action. I was still small time Oshim will be microphone. And I mean say, hey, Oshimabo for and send a so. He is the manager of Patapa, yes, Ghanaian musician superstar Patapa, and he's also the boss of Elevate GH. And they are into events and anything entertainment consultancy there. Ofrena Abbas Beboajo. So anyhow, he will help you and he will sort you out. Big man, weekend Patapa, I hear he's in mourning though.
Sure.
But we chanced on one video that he did trying to advise one or two. What was it about?
Basically, it's about life generally.
Okay.
And when a man is down, a man is an inspirational person. A mother, to lose a mother is not an easy thing at all. If you have lost your dad, you've lost your mom, and you're an orphan like people like me.
True.
You understand how life is and it's bitter. He had personal encounter with people he never thought he would have. And it also continued to make me appreciate the Islamic way of burial and other encounter. Through this, I'm getting even direct contact to understand the Christian way of burial and account tradition properly, and who will make what decision and who pays what
Dramatically drama.
It's not easy. So on that line, also you need to also get to understand life as men, and him as a man. He expressed his opinion about life. It's not his usual self.
Okay.
So we said, no, why not? Let it go out so that people understand that we are in mourning, we are not crying, but we are sharing experience that will be valuable to every young man. Until we said, if we are boy and now we are man, one of the first thing I think, or he said you need to do is that you need to take yourself. You know, you shouldn't make begging your thing, like quick 50 Ghana, quick 200 nyabafa, because obi anya ubafa nyabafa obi anya ubafa ebi a woman the best sort you, but they are canny in idea forget because obi say ya kwako can't obi,
of course.
Say when you alert as boy.
Well, the video, like I said, is on Patapa's page, and I saw manager also posted it or reshared it on his platform as well. So, if you don't know what we are talking about, you can go on Patapa Misty's page, and you can chance on the video or the word of advice. One that's like he said, oh yeah, boy, now open foot will be at. This is how you should be able to connect with such people, so that at least life experiences they will be. Let me go to the far end, and I have Intim Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo. Yes, Esquire, aka Kum Council.
Inshallah.
You're the best swell. You're the best swell. You're the best swell. But Chemo, how has it been so far? How has it been so far? The experience.
Yeah, I'm finding my feet now. Yeah, I mean, when you get in there like that, especially if you have stayed out of learning or having that feeling that you are a student for a long time, it's some way. But you see, this one, it is really more or less like a speed kind of thing. You can't just be slow to get yourself in.
Okay.
No, you have to get in by force before they will run away and leave you behind, because there are a lot of things to cover. So I've now acclimatized myself with the idea of being a student and doing my best to get what I think I deserve or I can do. So far so good. It's a nice experience. I've now shifted my way of doing things. Even the time that I wake up, it has changed for some strange reasons. Mostly I don't sleep early. I mean, I'll sleep I'll get home around 11 to 12 and I will sleep around maybe 2 a.m. or something like that.
And the grandson what preparatory
near that before then I'll wake up around 8:30 or 9.
Wow.
Mostly, yes. But now, whether I sleep early or not, 5 yes. Like my chakra no now by 5 namenyati. I think naturally I am getting that feeling again, and I think it's a good one for me, and I see some new energy that I have. Just that I know it will not be easy because me talk right now said no.
But you are not new to tertiary education.
Oh yeah.
You are not new to tertiary education, but going back, would you say your education system necessary?
A bit, not so much, but yes, a bit. A few things has changed. I think the online thing is the issue now. People are now into online. We have to. In fact, in our class, some people are even discussing that we should tell the lecturer to. Let us have some of our lectures online. And some people also disagree. They say that they want the one-on-one. They think they can participate more, or they will have better experience one-on-one. But some people are cool with the online thing. So education system, it has changed a bit, but not so much that I would say that this is so different from what I used to or what I knew some years ago. No, it is not like that. Just some few things. And fortunately for me, I'm in the IT space already, so online or whatever line I am in, it's not anything new to me.
Or say online or whatever line, it is not nothing. It is nothing new to him. Or it is not a big problem for him. Yes, Chemu is the online manager for Flex Entertainment. Intina who so didn't say in the book just say anything online or offline there. Or Tineta over TSA or Honum, and he's an incoming lawyer. It's in Siciano, so they be not the Kamba has a because he be.
But they say that this is a 4 years time, and then I'm to be able to ekra. Okay, come to Kwamba Hakra now, but he missed still age. Oh, yeah, the CRD.
David. Mayor of. Sisia the annoyed in pa. Oh, yeah, rough one. Let's enter into serious business. So, speaking of law, Honorable Kwame Asariobe, aka A+, is in the news, and he will be our first story on today's show. What is he saying? According to Kwame A+, Honorable, Ochiremua, lots of men have suffered, and in fact, some are still suffering as we speak. Neha on saying, Opache say, I say, onim sa kwaya practice sakwaya ade ewo ewiase ana ade abo ochire mu a eniama mema fam no mema fade mu a enkrofo a anyem ahye mema bi ene mema bi ahwe amanfo ma a ekoduru baabi ni later kra no mo find out say enye omo ma no ana enye omo ma no wo hu ebedu sa time no na ebia agye egu ana se be ma ni enni hwe obeye na edu sa time na ase mema no mu ni kamafo enti ono ene na pamfo de omo achechire mra e de kodan Ghana parliament say omo criminalize eye paternity fraud paternity fraud ne pa kire say ebia oni oba ma bi wo ho na okonyemo a emfa nkɔhye obi foforo ana emfa nkɔhye nipa na akola no ana nkola ne nye ne ma no na we say ye chiwa emra no eni ubedi director Mbachofa story na Ghana web ne bra na yen kan cha manfo na ewia na yakɔhwe video no. So he says, why am I pushing to criminalize paternity fraud in Ghana? A+ explains. The member of parliament for Gumua Central, Kwame Asariobe, popularly known as A+, has indicated that he is preparing to introduce a private member's bill in parliament to criminalize paternity fraud in Ghana. According to him, he believes that every woman who becomes pregnant knows the father of her child. Therefore, deliberately attributing a pregnancy to a man who is not the biological father should be punishable by law. Speaking on United Showbiz on February 14, 2026, A+ stated that although no law prevents a married woman from having an affair outside their matrimonial home, honesty must prevail if a pregnancy occurs. He argued that it is wrong to make a man take responsibility for a child who is not biologically his. Every woman who gets pregnant knows the father of a child. This is a quote. If you are married and also having an affair with another man, no law stops you from getting pregnant. But when you do, don't pin the pregnancy on someone who did not get you pregnant. Be honest with your partners, A+ said. The Gomorrah Central MP further noted that the proposed legislation is not merely at the discussion stage, but already being drafted and will soon be laid before. Director, next one before. So it says the bill. A quote. It says the bill we said we are taking to Parliament is not something we are just thinking about. It has already been drafted. He stated the proposed private members bill is expected to impose prison terms on women who intentionally mislead men into believing they are the biological fathers of children they did not conceive. Proponents of the bill also say it will seek to introduce mandatory DNA testing immediately after childbirth to establish biological paternity and prevent future disputes. This story, the meaning such a more highly interested because we know said the paternity of a child is always of a child is always in doubt.
Yes.
As for maternity, they see any mommy or no, but paternity no nipa not too no. Director, but I am going video no yeba. Me assure say nkomo ni nyina be mu a so that we can dissect it one by one in the studios.
Children's Act 96 Act 560 I stand to be corrected. Aligning with some rare ya can kind pepe say akwara bi ebe wuni bia no so eden ohune papa ohune mama. Now meaning papa bi a wawo 5 we did 70 years. Nansia no hu say 4 yen na dia. Afi no hu say emma 5 no ba ko pe na yen na dia. Oh. Minimum bi a obefa ne ma kwa abrochire.
That one happens all the time.
Ye onkoye die na oba na koloya for no aka chem say die na onye. O de omu ye no free. No say ya yetumi fa nkora na nko. Say and okra ne say nkora na omu ye papa ne dia. Papa ne tabrochi ni say ne ma 4 wa. Obi anka say wa ware a menkofa boy na menkotwa wo hu. Enya no hu mra ne ye ka.
Nkonyemu mehye obi.
Ye wo ware na pese wo fam mema 10 na mra bie ni wiase ye kire say wa ware ntuntumi enko fa be ma hu. Mra bie no wo kunu hu obi ja no betumi eja wo. Bo bie ntumi ya wo hwe. Unware so betuma for mema wo pebia but at the time na wonu so for kum chacha ware na mo te dan mu no na woni obi foforo hye ho no se yin sen ba na wo de bre so for kum chacha a woni nse wu ka wo ho
kodi be hye
na ebia kum chacha de wo mtu na obi de wo mtre na kire se kum chacha yen so otumi wo otumi wo bo ko wo tre abaka ne de no na later we be hu se da bi oba bi onyim bia nim ne ba papa
no kore
Children's Act 96 Act.
May I sure say Cecilia in common I complete. Whatever A+ is trying to communicate, may I sure say Cecilia will be at here. Chemo.
Yeah.
Mami fan come we start also. And A+ in common ye. In fact, some people are even saying, like he said, even in his submission, so any asset opeso criminalize edwama moso ka ho ebia we what we are worried ni sesa ne ka no na ebia ofa o partner echi a ebia ase ne bill no ana law no opese o mo pass no ebe mana koye te se ofa o partner echi mpo a anhwe ye mra ne ni obedi kan we bom any their A+ so e kan ni cheche mu no.
For those who are saying say San person is either omunte mranase and I say omu person omu de fa baby just to get away from tackling the main issue or getting inside the debate. The debate is saying that if you intentionally, according to A+'s commentary or submission. If you intentionally give the child to someone that did not impregnate you, or should ordinarily shouldn't be the father of the child, that is where you get the punishment.
Okay.
So what it means is that if you do that, if instead of the man that you live with, your partner, your husband, you turn around and have sex with other person and you get pregnant, there's nothing can happen to you if you say that, yeah, I slept with somebody else, so the child is not yours. You are not giving the child to the man, so you don't have a case.
Okay.
You only have a case if you pretend and say that the child belongs to your partner or your husband, whilst you know that you have slept with somebody else, so the child could be
the person's.
Yes, that's where the issue is. So it has nothing to do with doing your thing, cheating and all those things. It will not come in. You can cheat all you want, but you have to now confess your cheating if it gets to that point. That is as simple as that. So now, if you are a woman and you want to cheat, then you have to be explicit as in I have slept with somebody else, so the child may even not be yours.
The outcome may be different from what
you are looking for or what you think. It's as simple as that. And if you make that confession, nobody will punish you according to what A+ is saying. And I think the law will be clear on that. That until you pretend to give it to somebody that you are not supposed to, you are free. So if you live with your husband, now you try what you do is that you do a DNA just to be sure say you're not and you're not. And the DNA ni banner say you're not no can and so don't take me anywhere and say what he is trying to prevent, or what the law seeks to prevent, is to give a child to somebody who is not the father, and that person will be taking care of the child. That's where the issue is.
Because it will be more on my almost a man for my
yes.
More jack
and you know, it's as clear as it can be. I don't know why they would twist it and say that he is trying to criminalize cheating and all those things. No, nobody can do that. You can cheat and tell your partner, say, just that at this point, you know, it will be difficult for you to lie. Say, what cheating I yacho now say, oh boy. And now also, you are putting yourself in trouble. If later we find out that the child is not for the man or your husband, then you are in trouble. So now if you cheat, you don't have any option than to confess or say that yes, I've cheated and I'm not even sure. And even what will even prevent people from going to prisons or jailing people is the fact that there will be mandatory tests at the time that you give birth. So if at the time that you are giving birth, we have tested and the child is not for the husband, I think the only thing that you can do at that moment is to negotiate with the husband that whatever the expenses are
during the pregnancy stage,
you are willing to pay, because a honor any bit may put you in trouble. And yes, because the time that you were pregnant, the man will be taking care of you into a ball hoka only for you to tell him say akrane nya oba. No, a man knows a honor they do who was him and you know say onye sure of it, say unim say what cheat now onye ma mengo or mouse kakra o ja say akrane nya odia o akrane nya odia just to be on the safer side. The akrane e bia na nya odia
e do so me ka kire no
na me ka kire say nya ne dia no still a o hwe me. And you know, I think it's a good thing. Just that yes, we know that some people will still kick against it, but if you think about it carefully, it's not a bad proposal coming from A+ and those people who want this thing to be implemented. Yeah.
My final question before I move to Abbas, morally, is this bill not going to lead to more failed relationship and marriages?
Yeah, of course, it can happen. But the point is, if that's the case in terms of morals, it means the whole relationship even started on a false premise or on deceit. Somebody is deceiving somebody.
Oh, say be me go try me ho kakra ba bisa.
And who go try ho aba na agua kama ka ho. Baby I go try ho no ka ho. It's as simple as that. You see, if the paternity of a man the paternity of a child is not in doubt, and men will also face the same problem.
I see.
But you see, a good example from what A+ was talking about would be when you are a man and you have cheated or cheating, then the person gets pregnant. Oh no, wife to be a course of kama na obane the pregnancy aba say
dear.
Na ye kwa DNA na nya odia wagu awari o.
Simple.
And at the same time the child is not yours.
Exactly.
So that fraud is what they are trying to pretend, because somebody can intentionally also put the pregnancy on you just to collapse your marriage or something else.
True.
Because if you are who go try why back or who say akwa we didn't want come there with the best all those things. Yes. And you know when you are not so sure what they are trying to say, that when you are not so sure of the pregnancy, be careful the way that you point someone to be the father of that child. Okay. Because if it doesn't go that direction and they can assess you see, he says it like that, so people think that it will be easy to jail people and all those things. You see, in his statement he stated that when you intentionally, so the court will analyze your intentions. In fact, maybe you were not so sure, and if at the time that you were giving whatever, you were saying that the child belongs to a particular person, and you gave that caveat that you are not sure, even if that person is the father, it will mitigate the punishment
that you get,
because you are stating the truth as it is.
But,
you are not pretending.
But the court, but you know, intention cannot be criminalized.
Yeah, of course.
You cannot criminalize somebody's intentions.
Yes. So yes, but you are giving a confession that can
incriminate you.
Of course, but the whole thing is that it will mitigate the kind of punishment you get, because your intention at the time that the resource is an offensive act will be analyzed.
Sure.
So your intention without acting cannot be criminalized, but your intention after the action will be analyzed, and based on that you will get your punishment.
True.
Yes. So the thing is, I think for this bill it is a good idea, and people should support it. This thing shouldn't even go through debates and all those things, and they should find a way. The caution that I will give is that they should make it so clear that we will know where you stand when you are at fault or not, because sometimes like I'm saying, you are not so sure, but the person slept with you, so you want to say that it could be him. What will be the remedy at the time that you are making the confession that I'm not so sure? They should tell us that okay, then the man shouldn't take care of you at the stage of your pregnancy, or the man can take care of you, but if after a DNA he's not the one, whatever expenses that he has made, you pay with a compensation or something. I think they should be clear on those things, so that even because if we are not careful and the person is not sure, the lady is not sure, and into one family, but even so or not so best suffer alone, it shouldn't happen.
Yes.
So for me, I think it is a good idea, but they should deliberate on it such that they will come up with a very good law that people will not suffer for no reason. Yeah.
Well, Biden Chumwa has also represented the sisterhood, and she's giving some strong argument to it. We will come back into her argument, but let's tackle that of Kwame A+. We are what the other side is also saying. Abbas, let me hear from you. Paternity test mandatory.
As a Muslim, for this to me is in different folds.
Let me hear.
When you look at it from the religious perspective,
cool.
If I am your husband,
cool.
any children that is given birth to during our marriage time is mine.
Bam.
Whether you cheated, you do whatever, they are all mine. The point that there will be problem is at the time you'll be bold enough to tell me that you know, women too have that kind of hunger.
They have that when there's conflict
and mostly too happens at the weakest point of the man.
Sure.
When either you're at your old age or you're at your poor point,
your financial,
or you're at your frustrated point. Whether you are financially depressed or you are health-wise, you are depressed, you know, or you and her are separated. Now you are asking per Islam, you are allowed to marry 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have separated with her, or you are putting everybody together. Say, okay, baby. The other version, also still in the wood, is that whether you are Muslim, Christian, or whatever, if you are going to the embassy, you are going to do certain things now for your children. There are even certain schools and certain places you will go. There are certain work. There's a work I apply for. It's a project-based work. I need to. Part of the recommendation, part of the requirement is that I need to put my dependents on it. How many people I'm feeding? So category: there's children, and there's mother, there's wife, there's close relatives. So like
extended family.
Okay. Me listing of on any they ask children. There are certain quota of welfare so in terms of social welfare for your wife, health, whatever. Then on conform kind of so accidental
like
insurance. But children, they ask for DNA to prove say they are your children. On conform with the account. Indeed, anybody can na maybe sense indeed and conform with the account. Me a Muslim, also as a Muslim, there's always second wife now, first wife in him. Sa other dependents, you know. To me, San Krana, Ashaho, Omu ye here on DNA. But San Kofona or the Abbas, Omono mainstream
ones,
Omu dear, Obet me a sell Mono, proving. So be sure, say San Kofona was our stream, no dear. Yeah, yours. And I can tell you sincerely, one of the uncomfortable conversation you can ever have with your partner, DNA. Whether anybody you educated do, anybody you illiterate to, on your board DNA, they get irritated. They get irritated. Whether anybody your main wife or side chick or whatever, get irritated. They always cry and say, only with sister cry can. Ebia, o brother-in-law who can I defend o brother-in-law? Wow, blood sister now catch us. Oh, cry any dear. Say onye DNA test. Hey, na sana what here? Hey, remember dear. Hey, you mon Ginny Pendi. Yeah, dear. Come how? Conversation when you be at the end say just be sure yourself. Just be sure. Just like say na chamo dey be out quote, you know. For who know we are sure 100% say Krano e would there because you know warm.
Of course.
Why can't you let the man also be sure? Or you yourself can be sure. Then when I say, oh, I'm so and so I'm sure. I'm say no. I've had an encounter with a particular hospital in this country. Me person my body. But it's very popular. Say obi wu ni ba. Next a mistake kakao. Me because of that experience na me born pa emanya me serve and I me dey me person me who public hospital you bet me antenatal be bia wo public hospital but last a warning there I always pray say nyame ma me sika na me to me go to our private hospital
papa
so that time ni e wu akra no part of the requirement is that me wo ho placenta ye twa me kwa rubber maji ye ko be bia kwa wu akra no me gina ho from say ye yi na to yadini ba when me because that time no mama na dey
why unconscious
and other family member there me person count no I'm counting on that two thing the placenta and the baby shoring because my own baby say na ye can say in kofobi they are not intentional
yes
my own baby obi awu ni ba it was just a mistake Even nurse no cry to the latter said she was not like enya de or intentionally did it. Bibi aye wuru nkran ye wuru nkran ni na so ye mema. And almost switch back kuma back. Yeah, clothes won say obi adi mo hospital as part of list ye mamu no into my account dental account. Into my keke omodi si o no mref. And I we into us we the omodi fra. And omodi brewe, omodi we subewe. And I won't say room no so hospital no rooms no so most sen ho.
Just be on
yeah diabetes. Amoko check DNA no. Enye papa ni ba. Papa you flip up. Mama ni say Debbie or bet to me the bia e we you see we to so say or no or papa ni be fan virgin or a virgin up to now or bet to me the life atusu papa ni say Debbie then omunye test maternity test makran on person on gene but still omunye maternity akran so nya mama ni dia na that akran ye wana dia sana mo call back
to the hospital
sadness no sadness ni the narrative story na happy one number you go check it back on ono so nya nkofo ni ba
that means
problem. So you see so at this juncture such situation when you always affect you and about situation may bump I say maybe into me true maybe into obi I mean me time for crime me bump I say be better but because in conform I won't say be at home stress it's something that devastates a man bibi anya ya say there's a kind of bond first until papa say until mama say certain love be but who bana who say kind of bond that only akwa na achi na akwa no woni be ya yen kan tell time no to fifi one so wa cross 15 years
we school
boss ni akacho say nya uba ana ope uba paper bi akwa abrochi ope bi aboa no
ni aka ba akwa abrochi bi
ni akacho say akwa na nya uba look it kills your soul e ma bi ye ewiase everywhere kuma and sad there no so onim there yamo odi ebufo ana sa akoma no eba fie na wa bisa wo yere no ana friend na wa catch us na so munya oba na nya hwi like ana some sa situation na mo wi a na nipa no sa catch us okay ese won hwehwe omo na omo didie
ese omo nya oba ba wa hwe omo a tito aso
onim there very bad on the other side we muye boy and girl and we main man no we side chick no what useless boys 3 now one higher responsible man
useless boy
yeah rasulillah nya foolish boy be odi you we dey show now so yeah the common boy we are passe nipa wo dey wo yiri
responsible
wo ska nti wodi e de bebrewa ni asewa ware poto ansa na ade ani ni beti obi abeti ne wase no yasewa ware asewo ni won kwara atem yasewo business wodi obi bi ansa na mo be realize ko akra no kra ni enya wodi e ma say enye sa o ye betina look if you have faced some of this drama in different ways you will understand me better enye bibia na ye ka look ye bokonya se na ye bokonya ni afrebu suafo na obi yes sir me sheda sound na me hwe nkofo a me ni omo ti hana onu nkwan no ye otitiru wo me si ye ala na wan frame on frame su corner da odi akra ni beba no
drama
on frame wo corner say Abbas
o abridge na kofa ne ba say wanyum obi obedu e dey sin yewa ne mami like ne mami uska kaka find no vacation okọ abuchire no aba even the OSS no no after SS before say you beko university and or say okọ vacation no after that no aba nti okọ ye no na ne mami say oho na mami bi ne husband na akra omo ebae adam si junior and also area home friend junior say junior anya makrai na akran so jina ho nkasa se onye ono say junior for no so omo ye 2 and no area ho but onyaka junior nti omo bae no so de e convince ma me ne say what is a junior kwa bruchiri no o say o ma bim o ma me ko yi wa ha university wa ha
nti that means
ebe o did say bia
junior nim
do ya no wadwane
no wadwane nti obekwa akofa na ba junior say o hwa ne ma me nim o ye de wa say be sen me ko Ghana wa ni ne ko take responsibility of the child Obedru ya afide osi ono waka chense enye no kra mi nim girl bi asa hwan obedru ha say enye junior we junior ba ko
one about your flights kasanya wanina
and this one he was lucky say girl no yes
from the onset say no
and the other one
obi be
for other people they were convinced on the girl no e confirm
estampe so kitue bia aga de ahye no
nka ese no conclusion
and be ma wa ware no by force and hwe Roland there ya was asem we mu esi ade mensa na ase wo menima me ba kun de on to me nya hwi wo be so be nya hwi na wakọ san ne ho wakọ ne ho imagine say wo sorry ba anopa bia wo feel say wo your bema wo di wo yiri wo ya bibia kama mo wo ba kun por 4 wonim say wo ye wo na wo your bema wo ya bibia now sorry that crew out of embassy out of BB out of obana kuma dindindin wakachire wo phone wa through paper say ba kun po wo nkra ni nanya wo de osu ye come man obi ase o e come sorry ya wa send wa kone ho second one yes o shutu nkwara ni na shutu ma me no ya chi no prison ni life so
the life I say
final one onu there or bru up to now oguso bru he can't get himself be a very responsible man and you see who takes responsibility for all this enti obi last no be catch say na mema ni so me say hwe who your be man na wonyim obia nobody takes responsibility of it either be for see wa ware no una be hwe omo ana onu be side ko be din owo still una wo hwe omo all forms of
even if you decide not to do police can also come after you.
Yes.
Dove so for over to mantly bre we ni sunsuo
child support.
Social welfare.
I will say bebre su sa nyama no so ye nya de ne o.
Dabi.
Ye nya de ne. Oba ni nya kan ya. Oba trust as kana.
Yeah.
Say you see that because there's an initial perception in the space say every woman knows the father of their children. So perception or whether it is true or not. But I know say it has grown because majority of people have been able to stamp on that. A man be breaking me a point say, we know papa. No cre. So moving forward, if a woman says we na me, that perception
we na me perception do one concept no enti na me person make way. But say first no. 98%. So some of them intentionally will children to people because I've been in a place where we can say Charlie boy is no one papa we nkwana or irresponsible do not demand and you go see up to that point kwano she's not remorse tina chamo say your intention at that juncture no one what they are saying it is a wound or pay
or the why business
like ngoro nkofo maka no kwarise ni we shi ni wan shi ni ti ordinary
we need the free
ordinary back on my way no won say obi wo ha sa jantra abrabo boy on fan brand the ordinary bani commander but who ko bie man o shisu krache the odi akwa ni ebre no so one na embokam emo obi enije you get it but currently nkofo ayewe forget it I always tell boys do two things. One, ensure your condoms. 2, don't give your heart all out like that. All the money you are going and anytime. Third one, anytime you sleep with a woman, remove money.
Give them
something. Even if you don't get, if it be 1 CD, 5 CD, give them. Because now, me I know girls with the Kese boys. and the positions and places that we are at a point where we get people to speak to us and bring certain issues to us. And boys too lately, they jay them face. I won't lie to you. The irresponsibleness of boys lately is on the height.
I see.
A boy can look into a girl. I mean, you went today. Fakko baby, I mean, and on to me young she. So the little loophole be or mobile will baby no. Nobody acquired there. Omdi akoma. Obi ya koye just some few weeks or months ago around December. Ya koye. Boy ni say oh onu de onim, oni buga no na wo. Enti but onu ankasa no kwa no yembisa girl no say onu ni ho na oba na onu ba ni ho. Na onu no ohwe no onu abrabo oye onu betumi ahwe ba. So onu wa catch no omu be start sa sansem wa catch no. So onu on to me hwe ba, on to me hwe ni kwa na wa hwe ba. But onu no de owo. So at a particular point, that girl will now say, oh, Roland, the Osha could fine, come on, Roland, buy me or giant 100 cities. So Roland, the media crowd will question now. Ebefa, na sa kwei, media crowd manner, and see brabia. Ono ne man sa ni amani be.
Thanks so much, Abbas. And this one here, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you where Abbas stands in this whole conversation.
Yeah.
Come just man.
Bro.
You are the latest father in town.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the latest father in town. So I'm sure there's a conversation with you.
Thanks to God, send me banner, send me power. Photocopy.
Pause. Call me Mamo. It's always in doubt.
But it doesn't take the fact that it is still in doubt.
You doubt your doubt.
Doubt your doubt.
That's your doubt.
The one in Miami checks and balances.
Yeah. But
I am one of the few. Yeah. I am one of the few people that sad no. Na me pepper. Charlie. Mema bro, Charlie. Onyamia yo. Onyamia. A+. Charlie. Big ups to A+. You see, there are so many things that happen. I think we have to also think about men. I mean boys.
Okay.
Reason why a Kobiche boys' life matter. Me krumudin. Charlie boys say so much. Hey. Dear ya pa. Wo hwa to pa bi. Doggy be our boy pa unim sa kra we die me dia
so bakọ
chinya che say why you yemu styles ni nyina over the bar intentionality. I think that it is something that the brotherhood should be proud of it. Not necessarily say be a baby go be aware and baby go be aware and so say baby be hu akoma ho ban yan because a lot of men silently, secretly are crying.
Okay.
Especially sometimes considering your status in society.
Okay.
When you hold a big position, it'll be very hard for you to openly accept that offer. For you to come out to say so. Because in a situation whereby you've given birth, you know for sure, say these kids are my kids. You've taken care of them. You've taken them to high places, introduced them to bigger opportunities. And for you to wake up one day and go reverse the conversation, say, all these kids that I bought, I claim they are my kids. They are no more my kids. Charlie, are we thinking of the disgrace, the trauma, the stigmatization, and other things, psychologically, emotionally, the trauma, I mean, these guys will go through. So if some of these things will help and save homes, I think we should support.
Okay.
Obi and Kansemen Kubu Atopo, like no one is speaking against cheating. My brother, my sister, do everything that you want to do. But the problem has to do with whatever thing that you do out there. When the consequences come, just accept it. What you say? You can be married, a married woman. Charlie, you can still get Kwame be for one side where the Kwame go shit so hard give you Why? Because if you think say your man no go fit do so, no problem. Whatever they happen, no problem. But our problem is if Kwame no and Abra Kofi is not responsible for that pregnancy, do not push Bra Kofi into the situation for him to be taking the responsibility of a child that enyanedia. Ro fane say wa hwe nkola ama nkola wie manya dibrebia gina. Just for you to one day realize say nkola ni nyina enya oma. Wow. And to all the ladies no, they are also pushing the agenda say mema yen kosa me masa we obi a won so for yesu eneba. San kofu ni nyina mo ye ni nyina so ma wo 5 yen koye die ni be ye 2 wom. Papa na mo say yo no na nyon. Well, I'm telling you the gospel truth. You see, anytime there's a conversation and people, some of the elite, some of the responsible people that would think, oh, they should be in support of that conversation, and they are speaking otherwise, Charlie, go and do your checks and balances. Won't say no, I am more lifestyle am I then living. But low key, won't me any the babonti enka. So big ups to A+. I am just praying, say the airquay enko pepe. Na man so yenya ye freedom. You see, that's liberty, no, that freedom, no, to confidently, boldly take care of your kids and be proud of it. I know na yepe. And yet you want Charlie, when him the area, ro, watching the panos base. So you mean you don't trust me? You what be so apart? Tell it depend no. Hey, watching the son no. I don't know, like it not be true. Charlie, I don't know if you do that. I didn't want him to say, "Ro, when it you and then say no, I didn't want to know." And yeah, no, sounds by accusing. So you mean all this one and you don't trust me? Could you my pacho? I'm sorry.
Yeah, do it, yeah.
Hey, could you my pacho? So Charlie, we are just praying, say whatever angle no, mon fam running to ye. Na men man so monso munya mu freedom. The next one me bonfire say embre mu ne say mo amo intention mo worry be man no bressa na sikaba na mo de wagadre kwan bi akosiki for divorce in the name of property. That thing should be the next thing. Lawyer team do.
Oh yeah, with that.
Yeah, bonfire say you people should push it.
There's a new declaration.
Yes,
you have to.
Yes. Especially
your contribution.
Yes, when you've not contributed anything, a better percentage be that can make you confidently and boldly say no, me suma contribute bibi. But e bedru baby a japade na ben na mo de wagadre kwan bi so no. Charlie, men ma ye din. And I think it is time that we should this adage say be man su Charlie. I told the idea su.
Be man no ma dru e
Charlie, be ma masa. And Beman no some of these narrations
is rather almost see Beman and Numadre.
Yes, yeah, or that so bet me mojadro ni bia so eyede. We have to start pushing an agenda, a campaign to be changing some of these narratives. Say Beman and Numadro eyede. Hey, I told you eyede dey okay Beman. But I am ready. Beman sika dey obet me dibi. But obesika there, Charlie, some of these things we need to push it. So big ups to A+ to everybody. Dear nipe biara obe pushy, and I will really behind this agenda. No. Me hwe camera ni mu nyame nhyira wo. Nyame nya o kase. Na bema se wo ba bia so a me sra o se bomoden na ye DNA. If you say nsem e koso hey, I'm for the bonny. I'm for the bonny. So it is very important and big ups to A+, and I think it's a very positive step that we all need to rally behind it. Yeah.
So to meba. Vada Dichumwa, who happens to be the PRO of Stoneboy,
yeah, man,
has also given a different side to this conversation. Or say yes, or say you people want to save yourself. But there is another angle beer more messy. I don't know whether the bill becomes a law or not. You guys need to really consider. Producer, another director, you got tea by the little money, man.
Pacho, yenye very careful how asa bill ye bekano. Okay. Na honorable Kasano say obabiani ne papa. Obabia. I have been a woman all my life. I didn't know in your obabia explaining obabia. Sometimes I DNA test. Eba as a surprise to them and oba no quite a surprise me because ono kwa onim your conception window your number of days uko fa bema
but mama clarify on say there you are right because of the way now because of the way now be putting on. So you are right. What I'm saying is that Obabia knew how many people she was sleeping with within a certain period.
Marin Twaso, Empress. It's ye catcher Mose Memman say. Your conception window, Yama bear 5 days. Within 5 days, no fa bema uti saying. Ebi ada krone mema mi enu mi ensa. Ena ada. Unim ni ani hu suo no. Ekoso ukosia no so a akoda ne aboduaba eda yem.
Nita na unim na na come away. No. Unim na hu suo ni na come away.
Yen Francis to say your baby and nim be makra oni ne ewo ba na meka say your conception window. Me fan say we be 5 days bia utimi hia nipa mienu miensa untimi nkyere nipa ne de ye den nti pempi ne ma ne yemfum so a ode na adwinbu se bia we de ba anopa na we de ba ewia na be se anopa ne de na edi kan ne na akwa akoso kosia ni ma ada ne ba nti no bia ono atena sia na ogesia na ode ne sa
be honest about it.
No, ode ne sa kwa kosi
this is what I did. I'm not too sure.
So yes. Nti no ye hwe ye how ye ma bill ne ye punitive even entafo crampo no. There's a process I refer to superfecundation. Even in Tafo Crapono can be fathered by 2 men. Obi an check it may be awful say wa water. We are sure say obema we but e bia na mema mienu kwa ne kabo mu ma otimi nya sa atano. Enti yentu yebo how we are making this whole thing look.
But I don't know it's just one egg split it.
Patrick, no, me person me
tell you. No.
Yes, it's I'm saying, sir.
I
this is an education. Na ka chamse nuku ndi ba ko obi so so nti aye tu na hye na ye tu aka chamse dan di ba ko obi so di ba ko so na waware ukunu we ba ko na ko obi so we ba ko aso so dabi na wo so na wo tu wono se na ba ko orgasm ba ko de me orgasm ba na de na wawale na obi Empress. Eric. Empress. Also, why? It is a warrior. Obi an ka ma obi an ya friend cheating bill. Enye bill afi na me beka church some for wechi. Enye no ho asem na ye ka. Because e ba ho asem na ye.
Obi a di ati o. Me tu me nsele. Esele so ka me ye. Bu chile bi okro ba o. But the tu mo agomoni. O chira. Body yesram.
Superfecundation.
Baba, my member we shall say so. We quick one. Oh no, on say we say no me tias here. We shabu. On say girls no mo pa. Say girls e what 3 jobs. We Sam Hammer aban boy. Girls running dada. 24-hour economy. On say girls ye woke up low key. Girls is who boy. E no mo san wa large. E she baby. Ti o alaji no o ontumi mbe no mre because o yiri be how of course tie wia e na oba boy bi su ni de onu oni adwuma onu na obo ade onu ojime I gym for a living onu no to be ba no pa ojime wia na wa ba no pa na obehyesu na wo alaji wa betua so wia enumre na ode akobo hook up of course money na is well serviced Inti say obo momensa ni na that day no hook up ni no de no
on to me interest because it's not available. Alaji no obet me interest because o yiri ne ma o san was car obet me dey ahwe no
easy location
boy back no o gym rat onu no de obedi call ni bi oba ni ho no obedi oba no ba no obedi anopa wi ebebom ti wu na o ye target nti de edu twum e che na ni say didi ombedi she de omodi be she nti say ebe criminalize na yan hwe se na ebe criminalize no menya ade ebe ho ma adwen na ye criminalize no cry still there ombedi. That's exactly what she's saying because she see understand America no me see 98% or 90% you can prove say oba nim
ne ba papa
but she see girls no more e be a married woman omo hwe omo ho so and omo nim omo ba papa 90% or 80%.
Okay,
but girls are
boyfriend girlfriend
girlfriend who were girl I forget it any she chroma away forget it based on the nipa who
TGK
oh no
TGK Valentine's Day
forget it ye di keka bro no ye di bibi papa mo obi don't forget it now whatever you can obet me dia shichiri wure ni say yare nyama bi eba you protect yourself around it.
Of course.
But say consolidating that the person is solely with you and you alone is not like that because lately the women no ma ba no o ma dream to say boys say here onu no feel say odi wo enye wo na wo di no you are not using it to count scores onu no only wo count scores.
I see.
Nti say here so oba ebe to ma hwe when men are cheap papa and lately to men are cheap so you need to be careful as a man. Don't be one of the cheap ones.
Cheap in idiot. You can't general that. Kobe,
Big man,
what is your understanding of Vida's argument?
Personally, I see say Vida she's not making sense some way. Yeah. Because we heard baby or the conversation it doesn't make sense. She's trying to prove say she's making sense, but who analyze the all canon and where in the direction the focus, she's not entirely making sense. And if that is the case, now or no I can say, I mean ABA a day no one nkofbe 3 and a dia. And the nkofo 3 no omunyina munye fade. Why will you go out and point out say back on there? It is only Kofi Ada, only Kofi Ada, only what everyone say Kwame Ada. Now you are not sure of who the father is. And you catch him in me manu I mean o papa baako
o mame baako
papa bebre
it
makes sense. O mame baako papa bebre. It just make them understand say yo me akwala na eba no ne papa ye 3 na akwala nso so aye sure but for you to go out and point say bia ye Kwame knowing for sure say bia anya Kwame Kofi de na nyi se ho and let me also agree say oba bia nso be maybe obanyim oba bia nim be mo banyim no. For that one, I know for sure.
Yeah, say Bema be
say Obebia nim Bema onyem no.
Sisi ade me I doubt.
Eno so na buy that ka say. Eno na buy that ka say.
Guess what more sisi I doubt.
Remember me the same day.
And ABS
because opening period.
Eno na buy that ka say. Yes.
Minim girl bia ye hye so mananapa. Ewia nso bi ko hye so na adwon so madam fo bi nso ko hye so.
3
Tifane say ni open say aba we ye hwan dia. E ya napa na ewia na nyimre. It is say if that is the case to cut everything short. Ye mfama mu nyina. But for you to push an agenda, say, "Bia at the end, you were maybe," that is not what we are saying. The air can say, "So when him say you coffee, at the now say the koma coffee, Imran in Wundi." And yet simple. Into say when him say when you sure, and the famobia.
No, but who say
no? And famobia. Who we are no acquire DNA. Chi coffee once I no acquire no. Kwame once I know akoye no Kwesi once I know no afidi why sure ni aton akola ni din fefe
no pressure dey atichire ko
nti ba wo hwe se bia nyinsan mu ayi na be process be longer chale you cycle you get money but for you to point at chale hey yo say desert abo juma pa na last say nya ne Charlie Bema, obebre. So I think she's not making sense one way or the other. And the air can and yeah, hona oil them. All can. And if she's thinking, say she's fighting for those ladies, then on also catch them so they should advise themselves. Because enough of it. Ya bremo.
Chemo papre chema me.
Yeah. I mean, atama by the do to work kind there many A plus ya adwene say the main thing I can no be na now can no can be before
enya mu die ni bia
na ono no ka conception period and superfecundation but interestingly superfecundation ye wo mutu when the one can be ma baako ono nkwan ebetimi a fertilize 2 different eggs
yes
ama yawo
oba entafo baako ye be ma baako ye oba
omunye
identical
ye be ma baako eno no ye homo paternal superfecundation one kind no ono kan hetero paternal
superfecundation which is oba ne
no there Bema different ones and ebia baako ne da no and 3 days time cry baako so ne da first one na fertilize one day second one nso so
aba fertilize and so
aba ka and no hetero paternal superfecundation
so the brofisha
no me so me to aso ama no and enya no ne ka nti say me ka say ya obetumi aka say enkwasa asem na me ka
Etina bakali befefe. Also the brofisha
enya no ne ye ka the point is say yes superfecundation no say yeah enya hwan homo paternal superfecundation no dia wonimu say wanyemo no ono na fakoma no
no na yeka
and again there's a word here operative word that man for me say intention eka ho say what said that say who deceive you be the enyin say man wa bra enyo no
being intentional
yes being intentional so what you are saying is that
some people are selective
if you are not so sure of it like the way Vada Dutumwa was trying to tell us that there are some women who are not so sure of it. You should be telling that women that then be careful the person that you want to point out because and you know how do we remedy it? I think Sankaoye and Ko make a point to say because that thing can happen. A woman may do it in a way that she is not so sure who the father is and she cannot take the responsibility alone if she knows potentially a bit me what is the remedy for it in the law?
Of course,
I think that's where she should be going. Say yes, there's an issue like this where a woman cannot or may not be able to even identify who impregnated her. So what will be the remedy in the law? Would the law say that,
especially when it is not the person's intention.
So how would the law deal with it? And after the law will say it is your actions, so face the consequences. Either you do the lottery or the best back say or no our family I know not there they are all them. And answer you will just take the responsibility of your pregnancy now because you say you can do a DNA and give it to whoever you think is responsible for it.
But Chemo, let me take your mind on this. The story Abbas narrated about the baby swap at the hospital. In this instance, may I sure say if there is something to go by self, the woman probably would suffer initially, even before the truth comes out. And this one self, maybe fortunately for them, they've been able to find Ebia Nebano after investigations. How about situations whereby in Krasi hospitals and now say some of these situations whereby nipa to kwampo baby
jurisdiction
different jurisdiction
and na asamato ho be fa kakra but the point is basa na say the lady is so sure ono so betumi run maternity test as we were saying say ono so run na say ono no de no you can't accuse the woman of anything because ono crans nyane ba but say ne ba na enipa na appointing say me ne papa we na wo ye ne ba there then we will have issue.
The conversation there obika na say it get as a b. Definitely. Well, let me go online and see what some people are saying. So no pressure. Benny on Facebook says you're looking good, my brother man. Thanks. Anthony Abu Koloko says, blogger Kobe Josvan, I like that view. These ladies are taking us for granted and this is not fair, Kobe Josvan. And then he's here again, says that this girl is lying. Any lady knows the father of her child. Well, let me go on YouTube. Let's see what we have here. So, Frederick Apia says, good evening. Manuel Ni says, good evening, gentlemen. Blessed week for the family. And Tinted Man is here. Glorious Amma says, good evening to you all. Glorious Amma is here again, says, bottom line to DNA is faithfulness. Just be a faithful partner.
That's all.
Rich Lip says,
especially for women.
And also, na men there.
Oh, for a man,
what do you want to do?
No, there's a law that is handling men already. If you do that, you can be put on child support. Yeah, they overcome washing by force. So there's a law already handling men. So if you go and cheat and the lady gets pregnant and now you are appointed that you are the father of that child, you don't have any option than to take care of that child. So this will be the opposite of women also taking responsibility of their actions. It's as simple as that.
Well, Rich Lip says, good evening, everyone and every two. Ask Cecil says, the DNA part is a must. If it darks marriages, so be it. I stand with A+ and Chris Vincent. And he's here again, says, paternity fraud must be criminalized. Why must the word fraud be set loose? Jackie Boatin is here. It says, she says, good evening, everyone. Well, let's go into our next story. And Kwaw Kese is in the news. According to Kwaw Kese, after 20 years, over 20 years of actively doing music in Ghana, the only amount that he's gotten from GAMRO, that is Ghana Music Rights Organization, Collection Society, and our group, no Mojeje Ghana for royalties, according to Kwaw Kese, the only money he's gotten is 13,000 Ghana cedis. Now, even that one self, it had to take Kwame Dazi to push and advocate for him before he was able to get 13,000. And because of that, Onokra with Jai Chidi, because if 20 years was able to give him 13,000, yeah, then he can just imagine after 13,000, 2-3 years here be abedashi and obenya. My question is, are these musicians being fair to the situation, especially when they know the problem that we have in Ghana with regards to royalties? And now say omunim eno ebimu kasa ignorantly, because I have also heard of some argument from the other side saying, say, you guys, some of you guys have not even, your friends say, issued your right to them for them to even collect on your behalf. But I'm sorry, now di almost sobo gamru. How do we tackle this particular conversation moving forward? Because the last time we also checked, now Rexoma is also saying by February kwata there, now our whole run inside the Mwejuma Eddie Amamo. Let's go and listen to Kwaw Kese. When we come back, my people will do justice to this topic as well.
Yes. At least it was in Hunkakra.
Yeah, I think the last time I gambled with TV, it was through Kwame Dazi, you know. He championed it. He even let me know that I have some money sitting there. Yeah. So, and that was 2 years ago or something.
About 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years. So, you know, that could have been my 20th anniversary if it was 2 years in the music industry. And they gave me 13,000 CDs.
Huh? For 20 years?
Yeah, 13,000 CDs. That's the money. You know, it was even your uncle who, you know, Uncle Rex, who gave me the check. It was 13,000 CDs, and I have not been there. But if for 20 years I got 13,000, 2 years there, I know.
How did it make you feel? Like working for 20 years near more 13 CDs?
A boom, a bim. Like, Charlie, when even Obroni Chrome or Bronini app is paying you
more.
They are paying you every 2 months, 3 months. You are getting that same money from my old songs streams. Then my Ghana, here they play your music on radio, TV, everywhere. and you go and 13,000 for a year, for 20 years. That was $1,000. You know, so it doesn't even tickle me. Say, I mean, could be able to go and check. Because I want to check in the next 20 years, maybe another $1,000.
This is Hits.
Video credit to Hits FM, and big shout outs to Kwame Dazi and Doreen Abiu. I think they are doing very well with the Daybreak Hits show so far. Yeah, it has been fantastic. Chabo.
Yeah.
Now about calculation, what boy?
My boy.
Kwa Kese so 20 years no 13,000. Yes. Into 2 years ne dey on person obekwa kra da be man heart attack.
Obenya 1,003.
Obenya.
Koji no say ordinary yearly so obenya 650 cedi.
Onkoji.
And every year be 650.
No wonder so BJ 1.2.
Yeah.
But Chemo, how do we tackle this conversation?
There were so many factors, including the artist also doing something. I mean, it's not one person's problem, and it is not one person's solution that can resolve the whole thing.
Okay.
The thing is, we all know, say, Gamro as we have it now, they are not efficient, and the way that they used to collect the money, I think it's part of the reason why things are not working out well, because it was a lazy approach. What they were doing then was that when you import cassettes, CDs and all those things, you pay a levy, because the presumption is that you are going to use it to copy songs, parade songs and all those things. So they take royalties from the pot when your things are coming. Then they will just give that money to Gamro for them to share to the musicians. It's as simple as that. So there wasn't any effort to even do more and make more money. They would just collect that pot fees, then they share it to the musicians. So we get to the point that now they are not collecting that thing anymore. Or not that they are not collecting, but nobody is importing CDs and cassette for you again. For you to get that levy. So obviously the money from that side will go down.
It's gone.
Now they have to find other ways of getting the money. Now they have to go around taking money from registered music centers, pubs and other
radio
places,
stations,
radio stations,
TV
stations, and even online. And unfortunately for us, one, they don't have the capacity to collect some of the money, and again, some of them are not even willing. Some of the administration are based on what we know. It looks like they are not willing to even do more and get more money.
Okay.
They only have explanations or complaints. Anytime that you go there, they will tell you that, oh, we need this, we are supposed to get this, but we don't have the one. They always have excuse for why they cannot perform. But there are people who are always fighting for a position there. I don't know what they can do. Meanwhile, when they get there, they only give excuses. So there's that portion of the issue.
Okay.
The administrators not doing enough, or their effort is not encouraging for them to make more money. Sometimes they will say that the media houses they are not paying. Court why can't you take a lawyer? Let him pursue those people. When you get the money, he will also get a percentage. How hard is that? Because they have used your song, so they owe you. And yes, African technically, you correct. Omo owe you or not.
Boy, no mama.
Omo cry there. You try specific. You be a mama. Omo tia. Yes. So just pursue them. Take that money and share it. They won't do it. They will complain. When you go, they don't want to pay. When you so that they have excuses. So we can blame the administrators for not doing efficient work. But we shouldn't end there. Some of the musicians, or all the musicians, they are also not cooperating with the administrators. There are certain things that they can contribute for it to happen. I mean, as simple as even campaigning that people should be responsible and pay. They can do songs, yes, to conscientize people or to encourage people to pay. But I've not seen any musician coming up with the idea that let's do something, let's campaign or let's do something for people to know that it is not right for you to just use a musician song without paying your royalties or whatever. The musician can help in that direction. Again, I've heard them saying that there are some people that even their paperwork is not good for them to even give them anything. Like you were saying, they have not signed their right to them for them to even collect certain money on their behalf. So it is also part of the problem. If they are supposed to pay dues, are they really paying and all those things? So for me, the bigger blame will go to the administrators for sure, because they only complain. They are not ready to solve any problem there. And I think the current system is also good for the administrators. I think for them, they don't get paid, but I think the allowance is good for them to maintain their positions. That's why they still fight and even sometimes take the whole association to court just to get a position. Meanwhile, there's no pay there. They don't pay you, but you still want to fight, taking somebody to court, say me sumu free. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So I think the administration will take the bigger portion of the blame, and then the musicians should also be blamed. The point is that even if administrators are not doing the right thing, the musicians should, get up, push them, like do more for them to work or get them out of there. After all, you there's a voting period and all those things. So if they are not delivering, you have to work hard to get them out of that place. And again, royalties is not really the place where you can make good money. It is not. So sometimes, since they are not doing, the administrators are not putting much effort to make more money, obviously the money that you will get will be less. So, and again, royalties is not the thing that you make a lot of your money from. No. A lot of your money as a musician will come from the mechanical right that you have, the other performance, the other things that you do is where you make most of your money. Royalties more or less can be compared to your pension pay, because the pension pay you get is nowhere close to the money that you were making at the time that you were active. Yes, period. But we have some people who are making huge pension pay. Of course. So the same way, some musicians may get huge amount, but most of them will not get that huge amount or something like that. I think there's that perception that we need to also clear. That if they think that you can make so much from your royalties, it's not true. Unless you leave it like Kwaw Kese has left it for over 20 years before getting 30,000. Because honestly, what it means is that every year he was making 650 CDs. 650 CDs a year for 20 years for him to get that money. It is not good enough. I mean, somebody like Kwaw Kese at the time that he was on his peak, he could be at that time. Let's say he was earning 2,000 a year. At this time, it should be a bigger money for him to collect. That 2,000 in the present day term will not be big money. It is not even money for him. Yes, but if he had left it, let's say he was making instead of this 600, I want to do a quick calculation. Like instead of this 650 CDs a year, let's make it that he was making 2,000 a year for 20 years. It will be good money. 2,000 a year for 20 years would have been 40,000. 40,000. Yes. Instead of that, 13,000. And I think 40,000
compared to 13,000. Yeah, 40,000 like is obviously better.
Exactly. And if it is based on that, then let's say somebody like Shatawale is earning 3,000 at the time or 4,000, then you see that it will be a good money when you leave it for a longer time. More or less like you are accumulating your pension pay after a time, then you go and take it. something like that will make sense. But since the administrators are not working to make more money because of their challenges, and then the artists are also not pushing in any way for the administrators to do their work, this is what they will get. It's sad, but that's the realities of life.
Come just van.
Big man. Yeah, I think it's a lazy man's approach. And Chemo, as I say, musicians name pushy. I mean, Munyanjum now. When I 13,000, I can't say, for 20 years, when you're 13,000, I see Bunabem, and it's true. And personally, me, I don't fault them too much, you see, because it's a problem. And they know where to go to get the problem solved. But when maybe at the same time, I acquire tutu. Na obi nso nempa yabon se kwan ntutu non ko fele no nso nje the one city what you say one way or the other do you sika no or dwen ho se no okotopot ye ne shocks benya problem but guy nso one side nso bon pass support obi mbra no mpe hu be obi mpa hwia nje o ga chale one city what you say so yeah the toto ho say na de na koye they can't tell us in this modern world they can still they can't get a better alternative to resolve some of these issues. I mean, they travel a lot, they read a lot. So what are they telling us? They're able to even gather money to campaign for them to be appointed as executives. No? What are they trying to tell us? Because you can't tell me, say you are coming to hold an office. You are ignorant about how the office works. 21st century, everything, even AI, see, I'm bot AI. So this is what AI will suggest some solution to the problem. But they know the system is weak, and when the problem is solved, and also be ham. Yes, you can't get be a mudi no munyandi. And decide higher home point to anamo. No about 40 years old, say. And moreover to this conversation, if we are to blame, people. There are a lot of people that we can blame. The media houses. We know some media houses here. There have been several, attempts to go collect money from them. They don't pay. But these same people are using the musician songs, videos to promote their what? Stuff. FDA or what? FDA. They sometimes use some of these musicians, music for advertisement. Are they also using that medium to also go to them for some money?
But that one is not
a companies now. So
the company that is responsible for that, I am sure that if they are paying their money, whatever is expected for them to pay, I'm sure it's at the end of the day.
One for the company one, it is sinking.
It is sinking, right?
So the individual artists
would have to. Say our publishers, now the publishers are stronger. They would have to follow up on those conversations to make sure they get what they are supposed to get.
Baro, do you know something? Do you think that if the money is good enough, like musicians wouldn't be pushing? Even
some can make good money.
Yes, but the issue has to do with the reason why they are not following up because the money isn't good. I had to say,
no, they don't know. Some individuals are making good money.
Yes.
Because
so are you telling me say Shatta making 500,000 is a good money for 20 years?
I know.
Come on.
Shatta makes more than that.
Yes, but I'm telling you, if Shatta is making like millions, he wouldn't care.
You won't make millions in royalties. Nowhere will you make that money. But
with all years of this music
with a longer period,
if you are able to accumulate it for a good number of years,
you can make
and
that money.
I am telling you, if the system is working, even if they are not able to accumulate millions, then the money that they will be able to gather will be quite, enough.
Oh yes,
sure.
That is the point that I'm trying to establish here.
But the thing is, it is not only the responsibility of the administrators. Because almost I
know it's a collective responsibility.
Yes, so
and everybody has a role to play.
Yes, so if you are a musician and you are not also pushing for them to do the right thing, like you were saying, support was neighbor. Na say or the annual Google so na de be mana. There be obe support was mra. And no na unim say can we push for them to fix this once and for all? Now, so say, oh, mom, fix yeah. You go in circles.
So I think our musicians too should be, serious enough.
Yes.
If they are interested and they are willing to get something like a royalties, they should also double up their A game.
Yeah.
You should be proactive, always ready. Say you also make a step ahead. Yeah, no better system. Someone like Shatawale, we've seen so many years fighting over it. But let me believe, say if all our big artists, A-list artists, the top artists, they are all doing something, making a move. I am sure, say, even if the money wouldn't be good, it will be quite better. I bet me so to your bills. But if you think you're okay, you don't care why, because you get some money from gigs and other things, advertisement and endorsement, then why should you be complaining? So if they are not willing to make a move, then they should shut up. That's what I can say.
Babana. Director, you are an artist manager and another artist is crying. I beg, let's hear from you.
Okay, so I feel that this cry is it's needless.
Ish.
It shows how vulnerable we are as stakeholders. And in my head, I'm asking myself, what's the job of the manager? How educated the artist himself is? How vulnerable, or what question is the media even asking? Should be punditry, should be presenters.
Okay.
What are the questions they're asking? Because on the same platform you are seated, before you walk in, they actually play your music.
They did.
The moment you ask me that question, the first thing that will come into my mind, Charlie, the mo boy, you can match triaka. Mo triaka. Mo body be a wo ye new mo. And I must say mo my hype. And I say mo my promotion.
Yeah, promotion.
And I say mo ye popular.
Yeah, boamu.
Popular no am I didi.
Yeah, boamu.
E tria school fees. E boa ye dachi. Mo motio no mo the popularity ni na didi. Say mo so ye no mo baby a.
Yeah, more platform.
Maybe a problem is starting. No? So the stakeholders need na serious. Artist manager are serious. On pushing the artist. On share ya signing, ya filing, ya. Under the Yami as 20 years when you are 13,000. Besides 20 years in the moon, was sorry for Gamroda. I file bibida. I hear bibida. Onim Gamro system. Say, Honor, say one cousin, of course, submitting you with pen drive, first with CD. With documentation.
Cassette.
So that time no ye popular no. Na mo kase anka so onya no. O wadaje dwun obi hu. Pese me nkumanya. Ene akum bebre wo kromu a. Wo so na Fred asumese ne asumese o muma yenye bibi ne yenye campaign we. Oh, we make busy. E be so no. Even going there obi a busy. Na do da yare chi utu ha. When say wo de wo ye real. Unkwa. Into comedy artists, me, my encounter with a lot of artists. That are more frame different artists, legend, new one. That are more be frame be bisa Gamroska. Them say comedy no real. Na sa YouTube sikano and a streaming scano. Na what gin sat once at 3 months near chain. What jibia wakol lucky second half. Oji one on say 3 to Oji one
first quarter
in the first month no yeah okay second month no half a course at third month no what change January Oji bia na obeti
I say what change January
what lucky now dream Bonne afro. About na come for no system no quite say. Wo hwa da be no mu twa ka me wo manager ne so oni wo bon nkomo. Time manager me se wo na be wo koji ba na ye hwe se na be no. Ko ka tro mu na ye hu. Wa na oni ne be kasa. As eh igagzesi ana odwen ye kokra wo be nya 200 no. For kwasa se so no akpan. Wo beti. So the thing is that we are all in the shit.
Okay.
The last time me TNT mo bi anti ase. Me formula na me kan say. Se Gamro ye adwuma se na wo se enye adwuma. Ne ni na ye di pressure tusu se na wo se enye. Me as a manager of an artist, popular artist, top artist, patapa, let's say averagely every 3 months kana skaniba. Omo man e bi a 2,000 and a 3,000. Onya ne consistent. Na me san wo artist bi Gakpe, onye very popular, but also born you more the number too. Search patapa nya 3K, no 300. There is progress.
Sure.
Because I just say when your popularity and your progress goes, the essential is a part Thomas mo any pain for be a wukwa won nimo modi omunya popular. Because it's possible as an artist obet me underground to say obedu old age.
Oh yeah.
Now oji 300 ni sa na we call do old age. Na oye old kra na usanji 300 and now 250 and 100 series. It's okay for you. Because you believe say other things will compensate it. So what I'm saying is one, I feel like Gamro locally, you get me, needs a competitor. Local competitor.
I see.
Where we'll get an app, send international ones near you. You're competitor. I've pushed the idea. I've not got obi finance. I've designed the system down. You bet me you bet chasing you to follow. Honu na bet me betina aka Gamro yaw. I mean Gamro ni yaw bebre meaning bebre ba. Mean to me me nyomo PR. To me can't rom. Me so me tie mo sa na me call me tina ase na catch me. That's why now I don't have the energy bashing them anymore. Because I know their daily problem. That's why they complain. Not that there's no problem. There's actually problem. If me Abbas, me Kodro, I will complain more than them. Because that time, no, I know how to utilize the complaint to survive. So I'll complain more than them. No, be because hey, I cry with no. That time no one na or basho mo say oh yeah, the onu court now not complaining because the people, the stakeholders I'm working with, they have not changed their method. The same method no. Tibi so me do I mean who say basket no say ya na tie dia. Allergy for survive. And Baba go survive. So first of all of us as stakeholders, especially the media, is our deepest woe. Omo ye enemies the more. They are our foe. Because omo kra platform na bet me aboa 1 to inform us, 2 to education, 3 to lead even the campaign. Say no omo lead galam say one. They could actually lead it. Be a bass betty, club betty, joint betty, and conform with tea or cabety. Boys or more tone, yeah, you wear pen drive or traffic light, crab tea.
Pirating.
Yeah, is your boss. To meet you be power about one corner, no, I remixing it, Patapanium 20. Wow,
album my mouth.
Sure. Because, oh, boss. Oh, boss says you best survive. Just the same as the portals issue. Boss best survive. Wakasana de na buwa bem unto me nkasa. 2, me nkasa government. But we as a stakeholders, we need to criticize our system because you see our government will wire to whatever. Because I feel said the area was here is by the charity of the government. And get your government charity panka, I'm telling you, we won't have Gamro. And we won't have the monies we are getting now. Says is here attract man for bina a year cry to me call so ya home ya tenti there's law be to take. But be so be say YouTube ska. YouTube ska. Obi na choose you be ko. Go for account managers. Go for digital one.
Oh yeah.
Obi sorry as a manager thinking Gamro problem way. Can I employ as someone say to solve it so that we make money? Can I do this? Ask anyone. Enya go for no story file. On file on demanding yama. Distro kid obi no be so obi be no be load nyum no. Distro kid be ko fa nyum no na wa load.
Davi.
Obe tua fi kra ma omo dia load. Obe pe publisher, obe pe collector, obe pe we. Are they not putting effort in that one?
They are.
Oji we kra na wo na obe sendi ombe ma wo link no nyum link obe drop we have drop but obe promote obe ko platform bia and our songs the ebia the oko hoko akoye no oko promoting nyum no what you say oko sa platform no wo no obe boy na nyum no distro nyum no 1 nyum 1
Apple Music
nyum no Shazzy Music kra obe TTM. You get it?
Of course.
So they are telling me say some of them I won't lie to you sincerely. The reason why I also say lack of education is that some of them, when you have encounter with them, they think Gamro is musical. They don't understand the collective society
from the,
and the welfare society.
Association, no.
Musica is a welfare association. Who join here? collective writing so join any Ivy. But both do this different thing. Music Gamro is not your welfare platform.
Or did you see Cabro?
Now the idea open. But we hear more, we hear bibia, we hear document, we hear paper bia. Ebe verify as a musician. Who do who dom ko we ya?
And I'll be near.
Maybe. Some flex platform my emra. Maybe you be segment be. Maybe once a week, every one near church or momo. This what it means. This. Because I won't lie to you. It looks like, sorry to say, it looks like some of us in the creative industry or in the entertainment industry or to certain level. You know, people say media me a journalist to me a political journalist. Me a one journalist. See, so catch and say we a showbiz journalist and any say oh they we damp.
When you're
serious. See no be call platform be mandatory. Yeah, can law issue I know what they are confirm baby or can like to say you can deviate instantly like how. And you are not say to me by platform say when time na share kwekuba akomo one near this mandatory. Omukwa document too.
Of course.
And just say who you research who refer.
One in Chenkra or
it doesn't stop you from reading,
no,
seeking knowledge and moving. And it looks like most of us are stagnant. This is okay say Chemwa is gone back to school. It's something I say, was a space and normal.
Yeah.
Say artist school, way. All I want to say is that we need to take our destiny into our hands, and we need to be the master of where we are going.
Okay.
Now, once the managers be brave, so your moon say, "Sadia we inform who when a moon doggy gamro, only comfort preparation doggy gamro doggy way." Look, you come on and do artist, come do artist. On our bones say come be do, ube janajan, the call no kwan na brabwa, and I feel that most of them are also never had the encounter with old musicians. There's no alternative. Say be a could entry mudi or more properties or more other means or mudi survive that the lumba more other means. But shank of four, I'm in person bomb mudia. Our money other life apart from the music like on my year. And yes, I'm about Jan Trabrabo, but they soaked themselves into the music. And with those days they were getting the money, they had a lot of responsibility. They are family people. And I've spoken to some of them. Look, innocently, they just ride the music life straight out to the end. Now when Gamro and Co supposed to be their safest net, then it doesn't. So as you see, another Gamro is now doing that role. You know, Gamro pays some people consistently.
Yes.
Now Gamro gives somebody 650 now wombono. Or no, you will be life dependency.
Of course.
Will be every month. Based on the formula Gamro uses here. Say Gamro changes our formula now, it will affect that man.
True.
It will extremely affect that man because it's here. You're streaming papa ninyum. You're embodying you kwa club. You're embodying radios. How do you want that man to survive? So they should stop disturbing. Almost so Danny hold that they will enjoy that system. So I'm on team say and later it helps them.
By this time there, I don't know where you are picking this conversation from, but this is the cry of Kwaw Kese. And I know it is also the cry of so many people in the space where music royalty collection in this particular side of the world has become almost impossible or a huge problem, because as we speak their issue Gamro now amount for chance of babitu omo kanimpo omo okota omo twenesre any abasa. We have some 2 stories to kill before we get out of here. And Nanaya Oforiata is in the news. And this is a gospel musician. I know say unim they feel the vibe, Oh, yes, this is one of the guys, the originators of that particular song. And he has a very big conversation. Over the weekend, he was in an interview with Ninoy on Same Hits FM. And according to him, it is about time that gospel songs also are allowed or are open to compete in other, let me use this word, secular categories, because gospel songs or gospel musicians equally, according to him, are even the producers of some of the best high life songs that we have in the space. Into your no chiremwa, some gospel songs should be allowed to compete in the High Life Song of the Year category, Gospel Song of the Year category, Hip Life Song of the Year, and the they should be allowed to enter into that conversation. I don't know what you make of this or how my people will take this, but there is a video to it. Let's go and watch it. When we come back, Showbiz Daily continues.
Need to make sure that the major stakeholders can identify that gospel music has to do with the content of the song. Che Mensah is very different from me.
Yeah.
And I am very different from Rush the High Priest. Rush the High Priest is so different from Joe Metal. And Joe Metal is so different from Elder Miracle. All of these artists are making music. For example, Kwekute, Philip Ajale, Sandra Boachidua, these three, we're calling the Trinity. They are amazing. They make good music. But they are one of the best worship artists we have. But Kweku is not like me. I can worship, I can praise. Kweku can worship, Kweku can praise. But when Kweku is on stage doing his thing, I'm like, hey, what? But musically, Kweku's style is different from mine. Coming back to this urban gospel thing, although it's been fought for a long time, now we are sounding very entitled. It's been fought for a long time. We're like, oh, give us a category, give us a category. We don't just need one category, we need more. Gospel songs should be able to enter secular categories. Kese Bimpom proved it. One time, No Weed, No Smoke was in the reggae song, best reggae song of the year.
Where, TGM?
Yeah, some years ago.
Oh, TGM?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No Weed, No Smoke. Yeah, some years ago.
No, it was not.
I go ask him.
Okay,
I go ask him.
Look at it.
It gained prominence within that space. It wasn't going to win.
No, but so you are of the view that gospel songs should enter other categories
because of the genres.
So if it's high life, put it high life song.
Nobody makes better high life music than gospel artists.
This is Hits.
Need to make sure that
me, dear, if you ask me, I think this guy is not ready for this conversation. Or even the gospel industry in itself is not ready for this conversation. Because if you want gospel songs to enter into other categories and you are even 10 minutes as secular in the first place, you are not ready. And Tessa, why are you ready? Say, only Rascal could ever compete for the gospel song of the year. So why are you ready there? Chemo?
Yeah.
That my man starting come over with Kobe Josva.
Bro.
Kobe?
Yeah.
From me starting to come over.
So it is the same way Rascal Kunsuba can say, on also born jump. Now it comes with the Christian vibe or the gospel vibe. Most more nominate Sanjum in the gospel category. And I think over the years we've had this conversation about say it doesn't necessarily mean say if a secular musician has a song out there and it comes with this gospel vibe and the song is potential to be nominated for a gospel category, why not why not the song being nominated? And the same gospel people also argue. So it is the same way secular functions will also argue. Say vice versa of the conversation that they put. And how competitive most of these gospel musicians are to compete in the same category with the secular, because even with the gospel space or gospel category, you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Some of them, like someone like him or no account, even that same gospel category now, or no praise standing or no side category, but how potential and how strong is it there to even thinking of expanding that same thing? It wouldn't be bad though, but how beneficiary it will go for them. Because I know competing with someone like Shatawale or maybe Sarkodie in that same category, it will be very hard. So why don't you shift the attention on where you think maybe at the end of the day will be more beneficiary to you? I mean, some of them are doing, and lately we've had this contemporary gospel category. And I think that one too is doing extremely well. So adding that one to the gospel song of the year, gospel artist of the year, and possibly some gospel song too, are able to make it to the most popular song of the year. I think that one it's quite okay for them.
It's enough.
Yes. Than to trying to expand that same conversation. When he's pushing this agenda, I had to say, and it will be very hard. What he has said.
So if
that is the case, then we should also expand the conversation. Say, if Rascal could like praise from Famia, that song Is yes.
Kumo
too. Yeah.
But he
no.
It's a gospel song.
It's a gospel song. Ejana na woman na make it. Ejana so. Ejana so. I say we don't know Ejana so. Ebia nyami Ejana so.
He quoted the Bible of Ejana so.
Ejana so. Kumo. So Ejana is from heaven.
We are sure say heavy.
Heaven, gender now striking, so it's communicating to us. It's a song who see the band and the money you cool. So that song to fit for the gospel category. He didn't specify. Say Samu Jano. Na say Jana don't. Your song run Jano so Kumo Biama. Kumo ma. So that is the same thing that I'm also pushing. So I think, to me, I feel say only case.
Okay.
What I say, I mean, there are so many conversations that you can push, but with this angle, no, it wouldn't be fair to the gospel musician, because why can say flippy conversation, the same thing, and so family and so baba besu, say praise and so a gospel song. And needs to be nominated for the gospel song of the year, and possibly. And if that conversation, it means a secular musician too can also win gospel artist of the year.
Very much.
What I say? How ready are they for that conversation? So I think say any case, I mean they should focus on the few categories that they have and do it better. I mean this one you know go help at all. Yeah.
Babana,
yeah, man.
Continue for me.
I think he has a case. No artists need to be limited.
Good.
I've been in spaces that like music there is good. Forget. Urebe fikwa say we are Muslim.
Wow.
Obe jiweni. Obe say we are na obe say eh na na si na etu nyum. Nyum we ye de. Na nyum we ye di segregate category ebe den. Ebe fa. Jai. Na unkofo so nyum we mu wo club a. No mo di yom ade mo di botot mo di shiniama mo di twisoloku enya easy eyemu adorio party mo di ye bibia bi so then so na aka e na ye see nyame nsam ye ube kankra na enya fo nkofo omo nim nyame dada no
da bi
nkofo omo nim nyame
omo
wa bonti no sena brasa me eye ni preaching ni sesi
exactly
ti omo na ese onko twundom enye den emfiri omo mumbra ti sesi awu no ya box wo jena wo rhythm wo star bibia ya box se wo se onye se da ben na obe ti se mami we what's his looks is yeah beautiful. The Ben now you get that kind of thing.
I see.
If she's set free from the beginning, will you say Siana mami we are look beautiful sir? No, you get it. So all I'm saying is imagine say okay Kromuano Muslim musicians in Nihosa. This will be all the Quran so be nkofo bi so start sana be create category bi so more different and am dey be can gospel musicians do you have anything
because when we get there we cross it
because Muslim fraternity is your nyum bi a friend file.
Yes, I know
who come out lead who call father ma who call nima yeah bo.
So I was even about to ask because I have a couple of friends who are also in Fadama.
Yeah.
They tell me say when we talk about gospel songs we only refer to the Christian side.
Yeah.
But most of these songs that even you compose, especially sometimes during prayers and stuff, some people even sing them like on a regular whilst they are gathered. They be on no mataya or just to get inspiration or put themselves in their faith. No, they also sing or recite or whatever you guys will call it. No, that's what they do. So gospel na yekano. We should also include them. And I was arguing, say, okay, perhaps it is not also commercialized like the way the Christians have done it.
Yazuna sake, yazuna sala, yazuna badae. It's like rhythm. Every year, bia from most station, obia free.
Sala time bia
obia be free artist uni no. Friend my me onu de bia me ka de truck ye be omo be free menstru. by the 20th of Ramadan to Eid Day. Oh, baby, Fred.
You're born 24/7.
What I say, I'm afraid. Oh, the transportation. So that's the time I'll bet me do. So Senawo Kano is true. So I'm saying, say, when they open it up, in Kofonu su to me, niyama, bonyumnu, release journal, Emma way, and no so every other musicians to behave as musician.
Okay.
Because reggae category, no, unya utume good reggae beat, you should be able to fall in.
Exactly.
Definitely. Obo good reggae tuner, you should be able to fall in. Oh yeah, high life. Obo good high life tuner. I think Sir Shatawale are winning high life there.
Yeah, high life song of the
year.
So
it's not say a box you be and a way mu the omu no mo ye high life. We mu no mo ye Afrobeat. We mu no mo ye say that be yes ana creativity ni ye ma nipa no. Ye limitino. Yes ana nipa no kwa wo nyum bia inspirational. Not really gospel. Then it becomes another thing. That Shatawale be feel say is in a God mood. Or nyum bia ye gospel nyum obetumi man as Eddie Dom Abrenyame no. Na mama na tweaking kakana dani inspirational. Adani you are seeing.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I get it.
But if they make it open, Shatawale be winning gospel artist of the year. Omu eni be I go away enya easy. Ti baby awa bi ni is a good thing. He has opened the Pandora box. Mo munye ni one way. They mean me bube funi say ombe ni one way. So omu nkwa na ombe tumi aba. Omu mo bi
other side.
Oh ba ye ba. Inti da patapa be sorry no. A boy sesi anyame suru aba ye mu.
Obeti abo gospel
abo. Na pumtum near the abetum which we are doing gospel. Church sorry ah. Omo nye obi obe hye nkofo nkran ya. Ombe find inspiration kakran.
Patapa.
No ma frɛ ne yesu ye be bɔ mpa bi.
Chavo.
Yeah.
Nana Oforiata has opened a Pandora box.
For me too, he has no point there. The work in Ayembogo. For a very simple reason. Like the submission that Abbas and Kobe Josband.
But Abbas says he has a point.
Yes, but at the end of the day, he said that it shouldn't be one way. I don't know because if it is coming from both ways, gospel all the secular musicians, the so-called secular musicians will take all the awards. They won't get anything. Like they were complaining about the ultimate award, the artist of the year. Until say omoye bibia engofobia so more register every year omudi wo ho
do it. But see this year they are competing.
Oh you are. So it won't help. The thing is that there are categories or there are labels. If you think that you are restricted based on the label that you chose yourself, just change it. Opa more friend who gospel musician be one cause a high life artist. They will accept him. Or he should file as a high life song. I think if they think that qualify for category, they will accept it. Like the example that you give about Shatawale's song. The same way. So you have done a gospel music, but you feel that it can qualify for a gospel song of the year. File it.
High life song of the
year. File. Just push it there. If the people who are in charge, the academy and the board, if they think that yes, this song qualifies to be a high life song, they will nominate it. Then, so what is the need for? They should open it up for them to come in and all. You can come in anytime. Just that either you change your label or you file the way you are supposed to do it. So what is the complaint here? I think there's nothing to complain here. He was just doing it maybe based on the fact that they were on a show and he has to say something. Otherwise, I don't see the need for the complaint that he's making, because he has the chance, he has the opportunity to change the label or to go the way that he wants to go. Because within the gospel fraternity, I mean, they play rhythms of other genres and call it gospel. So what is he talking about? You know, reggae tunes will be yeah, they are gospel song we will so what is he talking about? I think he should just stay where he is, or he can change his label, and he shouldn't be complaining.
Well, let's wrap up the conversation for today. And over the weekend, I was at the Palm Convention Center at La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, and for Kwabna's Aso at 20 For me, it was a very beautiful event. I really enjoyed myself. But not knowing na niyama bi koso on the side. And me yeah, na me ji many yeah, me be chance and I was like, hey. Eddie Asimni. When people thought, oh, Mann and Sammy Flex conversation akwadano. Looks like at the end of the day, I say baller sujano. Janu Gusu was here because bloggers, as usual, Etoche Mann, who was also at the event, and they tried to have some conversation with her. And as someone kind of, in fact, on my timeline there, the kind of comments I'm seeing today, left, right, center. Obi Kocho, you are very stupid. Power post biase, and BM shame, especially I free any panel ban say no, the thing has reached headquarters. What am I even talking about, director? Let's go and watch the video.
Who made him? I was one of them. Was you starting here? Oh, Brazil was starting here. Oh, starting here. Yeah, starting here. We know why. What was you addressing?
Shatawale kana se mata tete. Chamo.
Yeah.
A man for be say, oh, don't mind. But some people are also having a different opinion. Where do you stand with this particular conversation?
Yeah, the thing is, don't mind the yeti, but you be comment. Never mind. We are not minding her because I think the way why or the reason why they are saying don't mind her was when you go to her level and also do it the way that she is doing. I know that now you are minding her, but when you are critiquing or telling the world that the direction that she is going, makes no sense. There's no need for her to even go that direction. I think it's a step in the right direction, or at least you can talk about that part. The question was very simple to her. Will you wish Sammy Flex a Valentine? No. Then you move on. Why not? Okay, I'm not in good terms with him. There's no need for me to do that. You have ended it, and everybody can go their way. I think if she were going that direction, nobody will mind like the way that they wanted to say. But for her, it was an opportunity to insult Sammy Flex. Okay, that's why we have to also make some comment about what she's doing. Obviously, she has nothing better to say than to insult people. I think if there's anything about her that we can point out that she's good at, is insult. I think that's her place. So I don't know how somebody who is good at insult can make somebody and be claiming it that we made him. How did you make Sammy Flex when the only thing that you are good at is to insult people? I mean, I was being Salman, yeah, industry no more dear pan or be no apart from the obey didn't comfort. And no one, and I mean, me who be a wire or say so impactful. Yanka, oh, the young fan even some time ago till now. Yeah, the Nina become one. The amount for their hunu pie insult at him the day. And you know, meaning no crank and Mako joining insult media. No, I think the place that she is not good for her. She is not giving her best because multimedia at a point will guide her or slow her down saying certain things. So her best place will be joining insult media, and we know those who are in charge of that place. Of course, Sexy Vida, Fia Schwarzenegger, AK-47, Free and Co. that's where she belongs. And if she belongs to them, or can she compare herself to Sammy Flex? Not in any way, shape or form. Like in terms of doing the work, the ethics of the job, doing something for people to say that you are a journalist. I don't think she will qualify. So for me, I think we will comment based on professionalism and the way that she conducts herself. Not that the other side. Yes, and Americans, apart from insult, mean who be people for be good at. And this was an opportunity for her to even say, maybe I won't comment about Sammy Flex, and I say I'm not in good terms with him or something like that. Only for you just to insult him there. It's not good enough. And yes, we can condemn that part and say on relevant in terms of impact in the entertainment industry
space.
Or can the one but I can bet you obetimi abeka bibia obeka say this lady is helping the industry now, even if we take the old one out. And I made Sammy Flex and all the Canada and anthem obia betimi akambi obia wa interact with Sammy Flex debia because success and debia or nipa one
lots of friends.
Yes, into obia betimi acclaim that anybody our interact with Sammy Flex in his journey to the point that he is now can claim that they made him because okoka beke nani show no na metisubi and I say menene say na me write man in newspaper na me, so I know there is nothing new, but her impact now in the industry for me, it's nothing to write home about, and it will continue to be like that if this is the way that she will do her stuff. M1.
Yeah. Baba, please,
okay, so on the black market, there's a name we have for her. If you say witch, Bayfor, what best describe Bayfor?
I did mean to, you know, it will be difficult for me to.
Before is more or less a perception, and we have something that when you do, we can describe you as that.
As before.
Yes, and I remember when I was in school, classes, we had a teacher. I say asording, asording simbayi. That was her
stubbornness is more than witchcraft.
Yes, anytime she would tell you asordin simbeyi. In fact, some of us were calling her asordin simbeyi, and she had a quotation for that. There's a quotation in the Bible, me few quotation at the time I was in class 6. The Bible no quote actually say that is
the reason why
she uses
asordin simbeyi,
because according to that quotation, when you are that difficult person to deal with, you are more than a witch. And you know, based on that, we can describe who a witch is. Obi an sword there won't asema or ye nema basa ebi odidi atama ho hia on person nipa be koso there be I say or planet ya obi, and I think Sally may qualify for some of these things against Shatawale. I say more caucus ni ade or more working against Shatta and all those things. To be qualified to be witch, no? If that's the definition that we are looking at. Yeah.
Baba,
industry witch. Industry mo before. Officially.
Oh dear man.
Or your industry before. Because one will be our one any panu pe or nya yanke yon. But ne su ne ban echere se enye ono nti na ne san wo so ne tan o free ope wasem o wo nkwa de ompe wasem.
I see.
Me bia e bata ba ku hu ompe nkwa de ompe. But say the same thing ye the sa glory in Brenna. Look, say sia Shatawale ko ka che no kra so e obema ne cleaner edwuma kwa won ho atwa ne certain level she will accept. And there are many of them like that. Do you get me?
I get you.
My essence is not, you see, the reason why I say Mamufino is that it brings some level of decorum. into the thing. And you say as them did you know and to mean the but here. And he also said they be our best sign the pasu. And I feel say most of them OTA bloggers no after now from a be or more no and I share the obisa and the question no won't say debate the person. And because the person you see dana ye or do say be too kana. Say majority of most of these people no they are charlatans of the industry because they don't even know at a particular like first go there be some question they don't know what you skip and what you don't leave for the Pandora box. Omo dey be omo question omo be so be omo will be omo dey need two chop box but how the omo sad dey no omo weigh you against no if you weigh them against the floor they fall flat.
Of course.
Second one, if she know who Sammy Flex is really is kwa we need Bema. Does she know newspaper days?
She's saying that she has passed there. As the who do know hold that time she has passed there.
Now what passed there? What passed there? What was your impact? You are now here. What was your impact?
Well,
I can tell you today my impact on people's life. What I've done. What my records are.
Of course.
And you see some of them don't expect you at a particular time to be at here. Obi awaye or your artist managers is here. Or your media platform owner. Or your newspaper owner. Or your magazine owner. While hosting different show. While called different turmoil. Like you don't get me. Look, majority of them even are not understanding the kind of different managerial skills Sammy Flex is bringing into managing Shatawale. If you parade all Shatawale's managers so far, who has been that humble with that style, with that different look?
Well,
when I started with that boss at the end, you bring it reverse. Sammy Flex is on TV. One and are introducing Crawford into pandetry, entertainment more than Sammy Flex.
Wow.
One and are dragging Crawford from other regions to come to this main capital to succeed. Personally, I'm feeling pain because me feeling say Sammy, those who have actually benefit from him directly or indirectly are actually not speaking.
Exactly.
Sammy Flex has converted people who are naive, who are non-journalist background to become journalists. Bloggers, bebre wa convert you.
It's true.
Dinkofo mo ye popular ni di omo nye popular ni na. Enya me na me listed. Ba o ko share from xylophone to one. Inkofo aye wa kire omo content making. Omo make content now is their livelihood. Inkofo through him traveling no mo ye cover yo no. Inkofo omo cameraman kra keke no mba be ye o. Omo di adani obi ene. Some of us are not ungrateful. And we are not saying this because we are here. We are saying it so that you understand us. Sometimes you can't say, "I make you look say you need too much." Now newspaper times near wo. When in bread nipa bread chase brasami. Now me I was dedicated on the movie side.
I tell
you poster. Double D Venus film way ne two way ne way. When you say chase, enya na near ton ade o. So if that person has survived from that era, when him era as a brasami a jump. Switch what to me as Sammy Flex TV. The day I mean Sammy Flex me say that is it. That is it. It inspires me directly or indirectly. Do you get it?
I get
or
it.
switchy artist management. It was swift. And he able to look. Mami Kancho, Bebre Wamumu never thinks that Sammy Flex will still be surviving as a manager up to now.
It's true.
They are like in doubt. Inti ade ayo omu fear. Ayo omu ade omu srono. That is what. And we will be pana unyamre etwim konya enyamre etenas discuss say no be progress here we be before. We will be on instant ye be so woni obi ade kra won ka say me ne won ni saa ye bo wudin kwa me say later. Because sincerely I'm actually not thinking about you. I don't want to think about you. Do you get me? Or no be near the year necessary. We don't think about Sally because we have things that we do. You get it? We meet here at places, we walk past here like because and then I walk passing for be area. minimum they are surviving, me surviving.
Of course.
At the end say didi didi.
Definitely.
And then comfort be so entertainment industry are me minimum da. But o manage artist omo ye bibi omo ye radio omo survive pepper me survive.
Of course.
My travel across a lot of country, my promotion wo ma koni omo kofa ye adwuma, ma pie e wo ho makwaba. Nkofo bebre nim me. Industry we mu kwa ma contribute to nkofo bebre. Bebre so nim me. Bebre what TV so omo ye dede. Look, me kwa met me aka say I can put my pedigree, my skills, my niyama my industry against Salimani. Enye noise making no. Inti no be catch say enye panditry any TNT mu na mo ye no. Munko ye adwuma na nkasa. Go and do the work. Go and do the work. Has she manage FM before? Has she managed an artist before? Has she created product from 0 to hero before? I've done all this. She should tell me 3 things that she has done. That is better than mine. Then I can say, okay, she's getting closer. Or no, still you won't get to Sammy Flex. The only link of where I am, Yamom, I Sammy Flex protege. Or me uncle for our fan in San. I no see what contribute to success. No. Or no, Sammy, now what contribute to your success. Because I know no, you won't get that boldness. Many success at time now Sammy was our platform. No. Unya Obima was our platform. Sa platform now was say odi yano. Ngofo ma was our platform. That's why when I saw Kojo King did that video. A kakakranka me friend. I was like, because me, where I sit and they discuss my brother, I react instantly. And yet say come. And they never discuss it, it never goes anywhere. See who this are bremi, I'm like, bro, nyabotre san komo minimi nyabe discuss ye wechi. Enye muha. Somebody best bedroom with them in count. And it is, look, that is why I said people don't understand that as part of the media job, keeping quiet is also part of it. I can be part of this panelist and decide that I don't want to talk on a particular topic. And I'm not supposed to be forced, and I will not be forced to comment about it.
It's true. Are
the people not getting that? Or they don't know that? Or when they went to journalism school, or they never went to? Because I went to a journalism school. I have a diploma in journalism. And I have a degree. And I'm well educated. And I have understanding in background of whatever I'm doing.
Exactly.
And almost are they educating themselves? Almost when it's there, so dear, say, person call school, and say, Nyamo ye, almost we are on Bequacobo, maybe a master's, be on Bequacobo degree, be on Bequacobo, another degree. Because I dissuade here every day. And I be industry be a new tumpo. I yaw. And whatever. I learn from Stoneboy, I learn from Shatta, I learn from whatever. That's why when we come here and you are speaking, you need to speak holistically.
Yes.
I say, Oma, why bring your broad?
Yes.
Say, Obi setting whopper as a media person.
You need to know.
And you don't need to let people make certain news around you. Unless any decide that is the tangent we want to go. And so we decided that we know how to make news. So.
Exactly.
I have an artist that is popular, is loud, whatever. But they be an airdrop news. Debbie. Because we don't want to make Debbie news. But all the air news now, we'll show you that we are newsmaker.
Kobe Josman, wrap it up for me, please.
It's quite unfortunate. I mean, when I see some of these things on the internet, I feel very bad. I mean, some of these things shouldn't come from someone like some of these things shouldn't come from someone like Saliman. I mean, you and Sammy, more history, let me put it that way. I mean, Mann and Siache. And why will you even wish to see someone not alive? I mean, it's quite unfortunate. I mean, no matter what, me wish she said my time from Pobu. I will set your table in front of your enemy. So when the enemies are move table in a certain and you feel what yes. So it's quite unfortunate. But medium person me bisa said, dear the pana brasamia yena I'm mounted to this kind of bitterness in her because when Sally is talking because when Sally is talking about Sammy Flex, you see, let's put all jokes aside. So be was some level of bitterness when you move towards someone, and you could see from the way the person talk. What he has, and anytime Sally is talking about Sammy Flex, you can clearly tell, draw the lines and on. will be one being whatever reason, I don't know. But I think say the tangent now is not the best. Sally, we a bad time. We a mammy. Say Chinabi obi e wo shit. Say uban wua. Me sure say as bad time to say the word in a bay all day. Ye na ye showbiz. Ye I mean entertainment. Sometimes some of these things lead to conversation. The attention, baby. But at the end of the day, no. The end result, no, and important. Yeah, can impact, no. What impact are you having? What are some of the legacies that you are leaving out there? Chinabi about Salimana. You can say, oh, she did this, she did that. Most of the things about Saliman is negative. It's either she's insulting someone, attacking someone. Not only Shatawali. I mean, all the big artists, from Stonebwoy, Sammy. I mean, it's quite unfortunate. So, Saliman, I really admire you so much. I know.
What are you admiring?
Oh no, like Obia won the lens I do who idea. What I say?
So that's what I'm asking.
Specifically,
what are you admiring? Let's be.
Say she has some kind of zeal be in her. What I say? And I believe say if that zeal and that energy is channeled into positivity, the end result will be great. What I say?
That's the witchcraft to make.
So let's let's talk the opposite of the witchcraft.
I'm saying very, very determined.
Oh, the angel that turned Satan was once an angel that was God's favorite until something happened.
So imagine that was a Sammy Flex disciple is now saying he made.
There are some things you don't need to tell. If nothing at all, we know Sammy Flex. Moving from Sotium to Tantra, it should tell you something. There's growth, there is success. What you are saying? So who see what make you be no? Nipano is very successful in whatever that he's doing. What about you? What are making Nipano no? What are some of the things that you to me I can say? This is the evidence. I had to say me see my groom will be. What you are saying? When I see someone that I've groomed and is making very well, I'm proud of. But at least whoever that will see me to as a mentor, so she also see some level of growth and success in whatever that I'm doing. What I say? But if at the end of the day, me see my groom will be, I'm a Nipana very successful, but I'm still struggling now. Then how do we draw the line? What I say? So the negative things or the witchcraft now, no. I believe say or channel or a reverse of that thing, she will do amazing. So hey, it is not too late. Enough of the back and forth. Day in Saliman, Charlie. Enya me how, but me how nyinane say or one color. How would the kids perceive when they see some of these things about their mother? What I say
is popular.
What I say? Into sometimes bear money or back one. And yes, be one bear man to me nku. But a chira sem no, because at the end of the day, bear man bet me yinani. But obakwa de man, she is more emotional. That bear man. What I say? To tell you, I think enough is enough. I can't talk much, but hey, the oye no obia kasa, and most of the comments na remarks na seems to be negative. It is not too late. We beg you. Why? If nothing at all, taking some flex from your conversation wouldn't cost anything. Big shout outs to Tony Wise, my artist now. Obon home modern Ewanzama.
Big shout outs to Tony.
Yeah, or the new one about my way. So go out there on Audio go stream the song. And to all Nzema artists, big shout outs to you. My people are doing extremely amazing. Support them. I'm supporting them, and I know say they also need your support as well.
We started on time, but looks like a Monday. I hear extended version. Let me read the last batch of messages. Then, for me, they have lots to say, but because of time, because man, I say, Nana cancer, Nana Cocrodo, Nina Bedibi. Jackie Boatin says, good evening, everyone. Francis Ejay says, some will give you someone's child. Some will give you someone's child and also force you to take care of them to the best schools. Some are so evil. Kese J Music says, I think most artists are making huge amounts of money through performances, so they don't bother about other aspects. And Jackie Boatin says that Sally is just an idiot. Glorious Amma says Sally is pained as she is matched with more than what she gives out to others. And she says those asking her the questions is the problem. Jackie Boatin says, how can you make someone and the person is working for himself and you are still struggling to maintain someone's show unless you insult? I blame multimedia. Jackie Boatin says, Abbas, I agree, pa industry witch. Zarif Bukhari says, majority of them were envious of him the days of xylophone. And he says, the Kwasia is saying she managed VIP. Francis Eje says she's behaving like a witch now. I think she talks before thinking about what she says. Jackie Boatin says, this girl, pa, I have been watching Brad Sammy for the longest and he is still going strong. Francis Eje says, Sally is the reason sometimes we should be careful about our friends now before God blesses us. Because I think she has bad intentions for Sammy for long and it's now showing. Francis Eje says, tell her Sammy's blessing will make her mad this year, Papa. And Gloria Sama says, the pill really got into her so bad she didn't expect to be cooked that way. Well, I don't know what you also have here. And on Facebook, Okaina says, I love how you guys are silent on this issue. Sammy Flex is better than her and she's pained. Well, all too soon we've come to the end of this particular segment or this particular edition of Showbiz Daily, Monday's edition. For Sally, come on, idiot. Don't worry. Tomorrow I will cook. I will definitely cook my own. But WC the chat still because one show share you. I think I also will be so you still need to share your views on the various topics that we discuss on this particular platform. Thanks to Chemo, thanks to Abbas, and to Kobe Josvan, and to my producers Gerald, Tio, as well as Desert for holding me down from the other side. My name is Roland Amate. I sat in for the big man Sammy Flex, who is far away in America, and we'll be back soon. So until then, we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.